Welcome to the 2022 Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show. Now, here are your hosts, Dan Olds and Addison Snell.
Dan Olds here, and this is another fantastic edition of the Intersect 360 2022 Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show. Addison Snell still out on special assignment. But we are talking to the Tennessee State University. We never came up with a nickname for you guys. You're just the Tennessee State University. Yeah?
It's fine, I guess.
Works for you? Okay. You are sitting down to a meal. Where are you specifically?
And now you won't even say it. So,
Arby's?
We were at a Whole Foods market because of...
Oh, come on. Oh, really?
Where's judging?
Oh, stop it.
Well, we're celebrating. We're gonna have AWC week, so this is Amazon company.
AWS week.
Or AWS. Yeah.
That was good.
That was a good and quick poll. But yes, it is a sponsor, a mentoring organization of the cluster competition. So I can't rip them too badly, but I don't know. Whenever I walk in that place, I can taste the smugness. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we're Whole
I get you
Foods.
there.
Ooh,
Really
ooh, Whole Foods. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. What are we eating? Please, for the love of God, tell me somebody's having meat. Okay. Pepperoni pizza. I can get behind that. What else we got?
Well, I'm having grilled chicken salad with a lot of kale.
That hurt me deeply and personally.
A little bit.
Just a big old pile of kale, eh? Youch. Okay, give me the rest of the bad news. What are you having? Come on.
It's like watermelon and grapes.
Just fruit?
Well, it's 3:30 here, so it's a little, not really a big meal time.
Okay.
But he's
Okay. More snacky then. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see it. The sponsor money is being used responsibly. Yes. I'm going to take it. This doesn't take up your entire meal allowance for this meal. Would imagine not. Okay. So let's get to some specifics. From what you're telling me, I didn't give you the whole lowdown on where the team sat last time we talked. I think it's because I wasn't positive. I didn't have all the final scores in from Oak Ridge, but now I do. There were 14. Well, first of all, the average was 64.25. So 64.25% was the average score. There were 4 teams that scored everything, a full 100.
Nice.
There's one team that did a 95. Not bad. Got an 83 in there. We've got a 65 and a 70. We've got other numbers. But you don't need to worry about those because you were one of the teams that scored 100.
yeah.
So feel good about that. Let that sink in. Not the first time you've done it. You've kind of managed to run the table so far, doing very well. But the pressure is increasing a little bit because we've had 6 place changes with just this last module. And you've got a little bit of pressure coming up from who? The Texas Tech Red Raiders. They also scored 100. And right behind them, and I mean right behind, is UTEP. You have a lead of about 50, 60 points to play with. but there's still 200 points out there. If you collapse, it could be all over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
But if you can hold your fate is in your own hands. Your fate is in your own keyboard. So keep that in mind. So you got to feel good about where you're sitting, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How big's the trophy case at Texas State?
Well,
We got another one.
see, the mistake there was Texas State. Remember, Tennessee
Or
State.
Tennessee State. I'm sorry. How big is the trophy case at Tennessee State?
I don't even know if we have. Well, I think there's one in University Center, but I don't know if we'll be able to put anything in it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build one.
Yeah, probably.
Or clear out some room and whatever one you have, because you're looking pretty good so far for at least one of the top 3 finishes. Plus, you got the highest HPCG, I think, didn't you? Let me take a look. Yes, you killed HPCG, of course. That's where your legend is made. And so there's going to be a trophy coming to you from that, too. Impressive. So you have to clear out at least space for 1 trophy, maybe 2.
Nice.
So good. Any questions for me? Anything I should know about?
Y'all have any questions?
Yeah. So after the IWS, what is the next challenge?
Next challenge after AWS is the judges interview. And that's where you'll be interviewed by probably 3 or 4 judges that'll be asking you about what you did. And if you've been keeping up in your application briefs, this won't be hard. Uh-oh. I see Jared shooting a look. Application briefs? What are those?
Because we haven't done the one for this last week. We need to
Okay.
finish it up. That's just what that was.
Okay. As long as it's fresh in your head. But for our audience at home, application briefs are little presentations, little PowerPoints, just a handful of slides that talk about where you started with the application, what you did, where you ended up, and a little bit of what we learned along the way. And essentially, you can kind of pin those together for your judge's interview, because you got to remember, this is the only thing that the judges are going to see about your team and what you did. I mean, I'm going to hip them to what the standings are and, what the scores were. But in terms of them understanding how well you understand HPC and how much you learned and how you used it, this presentation is going to be about the only thing they see. So it is important. Okay. Other thing, did I talk to you about the Bruckner Award Scholarship?
I don't remember this, but
I don't think so.
yeah.
Refresh your memory. Okay. Rich Bruckner was very important HPC journalist. He owned Inside HPC, which is one of the small handful of big ones. And he was a big fan of the student cluster competition. So he passed away, and I started last year with an award in his name, and we're doing it again this year. Addison and I kicked in $12,000 to give a scholarship of $1,000 to one person on each team, but HPE put in another $12,000, and then Justin Hotard from HPE put in another $500 per team. So we're now up to $2,500 per team. Not a small sum. And that will go to one of you. Which one? Who knows at this point. What we're going to have you do is give us a one-page essay, easy, no big deal, about why you deserve the award and what you're going to do with it. If you're just going to go out and blow it all on Whole Foods like you're doing right now, or if you're going to put it to constructive use, But that and your unofficial transcripts, and we are all good, and you will be in the running. I'll send you out an email with links and stuff. You can do it all electronically. So that is that. So anyway, that said, Jared, good job on the pepperoni pizza. I'm proud of you. Ahmed, I'm not so sure about the whole handful of kale, and I'm not a buyer of the whole handful of grapes and a hunk of watermelon. Come on. You're better than that. You're hungrier than that.
You're missing out.
I'm missing nothing. I'm from the land of Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and all that kind of stuff out here in Oregon. We're lousy with it. You can't swing a cat without hitting some sort of natural foods place. I've tried. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Thank you so much for participating. It's been fun, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.